10 patients, or sorry, 10 clients. Out of 10 clients, 7 to 8 are of kink. And their stories are lovely, amazing, everything.
Ma'am, role play,
Hmm.
foreplay,
Okay.
dono, both foreplay and
Hmm.
then role play also.
Hmm. Anything
I've heard
else?
about age play.
Non-consensual, non-consent.
Okay, non-consent. Anything else?
Or
I
I
think
mean,
is something we could do in our daily life as well. For example, it actually resembles, or it could actually mean being, witty in a very, very different manner.
Hmm.
Something unusual but yet witty. So yes, we could incorporate this in our daily lives as well. Being kinky, just we use this slang very often that you are being very kinky or being very very witty, a bit different. So yes, it could also mean that.
How many of you all heard about the couples drinking the pee and poo,
No.
toilet and potty?
Yes, word.
You?
I have.
Yes,
Like I've heard.
yes, yes. And I have literally dealt with that type of couples. Yes, some are like, Hare Bapre, after picking up becoming a affirmative therapist, I have to deal with such poor couples. But yes, actually, if you are working in the sector with gynecologists, sexologists, you have to. Palak is like, नहीं मेरे को नहीं जाना है. She is like, no, I don't want. But believe me, if you are working in that area, you are going to love the stories. Can you tell me one underlying factor of becoming a kink?
I think it's testing.
Enjoyment.
It's
Exploring
It
while enjoying
Testing.
everything.
it could be
Yeah.
enjoyment, prominently enjoyment, enjoying your moment, enjoying the present.
Yes.
Be trying
Enjoying
something new.
everything, whatever happens,
hmm,
while
Right.
exploring new things.
Yes.
I
okay.
think we are encouraged to explore everything except our sexuality in this society. So I think kink really helps with that part, the exploring, the adventure.
Yes,
It could also be accepting the unusual. Could it be?
yes, it can be. Yes, I'm going to explain you about kink, but it's same like LGBTQ plus plus. There are plus plus, which is infinity. We even don't know. So in Wikipedia, you can say, in Google, you can say, you can't find what are to the extremists. As we don't know about the orientation, about the gender, so as kink. So let's dip into the syllabus, like or the PPT. Otherwise, Palak, Dipshika, they are like, अरे मेरे को बोलो क्या है, मेरे को बोलो क्या है. I'm like, okay, fine. Okay. Is it the PPT visible or it's only visible for me?
it's visible.
हाँ, मेरा हिंदी टूटा फूटा है, so it's better. Please, English. Or else, if you all need Hindi, sorry, उतना हिंदी नहीं आता है मेरे को. Okay, so exactly what is kink? It's a form of psychotherapy. You, after completion of this master classes, you can start dealing with kinky couples. So it's a form of psychotherapy where the couples or the single individual get engaged into BDSM. But it's a more vast. BDSM ye chota, it's a small portion. But in a bigger version, it's the kink preference. But make sure that when you all are starting practicing with this BDSM clients or with kink affirmation, you have to make a consent form of your on your side. Because the ones who are engaged into BDSM or kinky preferences, they sometimes often hurt themselves and the couples. So it's not like that, ek chata maar diya. It's not like that. While I was dealing, I used to get clients, still also I used to get clients who love electric shock in their vagina. Who love, yes, BDSM, Monica, I'm coming to the portions. They love electric shocks. They love to eat the blood of their own or of the couples. So it's more into consentment. It can be I am not into BDSM, but I like, or I can encourage my partner to practice BDSM with full first aid things. So please make sure, because pehle I was not having a knowledge, but the moment I was supposed to get into jail or into legal forms, my mentor, my guides helped me a lot in giving me the consent form. All the consent forms are different. It can be different for me, it can be different for Ritika, it can be different for Anushka, anything. But different hona chahiye. With your signature, with the client signature, then only start practicing. Because it's more of a legal thing. The moment, for example, I don't like, it can be my partner likes, I am not into this, but my partner is into this. And he wants me to practice, or he wants me to get engaged into this BDSM or kinky preferences. But I am not. So what he will be doing? He will be, or my partner will be doing certain forceful things. And I will be taking the help of my therapist. So we suggest our therapist, we suggest all the budding psychologists that practice, no harm in that. But please make sure that you are having the consent from whenever on the first session the client is coming. Please be sure with all the terms and I won't say all the terms, but all the legal aspect of this, because it can harm others. So kink affirmative therapy is nothing, but it's a more broader term of BDSM. I think most of us is very familiar with BDSM abhi tak, because it's creating a mess out of everything. This is what my issues are with my tab. Notification and notification. Okay. So clear BDSM. Okay. I'm coming. Please, I'm not running. I'll come to everything. Okay. Then what are the love languages? Any idea?
Love languages are the ways that we tend to show love towards people whom we love or our partners. And as of I know, there are 5 love languages. They are like physical touch, acts of service, quality time, and giving gifts. And I don't know what the last one is.
Yes, there are 5. How many of you have read the book The Secret to Love?
Me. And I also wanted to say the same thing, because every person have different type of love languages. Some prefers to give kisses, and some prefer to give gifts and different touches and everything.
Yes. Basically, the idea of love language was beforehand. The book was very popular since 1992, but the original love language came in the year 1805. No one knows. Even I was not having the knowledge. My therapist said me. So it was in the year 1805 when it came to the limelight that, yeah, these are the love languages. Basically, love languages are the ones which me or you all want our partner to give us. It can be anything, as the chat box is getting full. So majorly there are 5. Number one is word of sorry. Srishti present kar do na.
Yes, ma'am, I'll do it. Give me
Okay.
a second.
Okay, I'm stopping it. I don't know why I'm not very familiar with all these things. Okay. So basically there are 5. Okay. Number 1 is words of affirmation. What is word of affirmation? It's basically thank you, please, I love you, Shona, Mona, Babu, Chabu, everything. It's everything. And the one who likes to receive words of affirmation, it's believed, but I don't believe, they are the most mature form of couples. They don't want any other love languages. So word of affirmation means It can be I did something for my partner. So what I will think, if I don't know what his or her or my couple's love language, I'm going to buy a chocolate. He says, remove the chocolate. I don't know. Then suddenly came up, okay, being a psychologist, I know all the 5 love languages. I'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4. So when my partner did something useful, fruitful for me, I'm going to say thank you. So this is what word of affirmation means. Clear? Who raised the hand? Anyone who raised the hand right now? Tell me. Okay, my mistake, I think. Then is Srishti niche. More down. Next wala. Yes, quality time. Quality time means spending a good quality time rather than quantity of time, right? But in this case, it's pretty opposite. If you are spending for the ones who love quality time, they even think that, okay, in a month, don't give me time. If on the second month you are giving me time, at least spare half an hour for me. Listen to my emotions, or I need something. Pay attention to my words. Pay attention to my gesture. Something like this. Some are like writing notes. And it's see me. But I'm not telling you all who are doing or taking. But I'm saying what quality time means. They think if you are sitting with me, avoid everything. Let your phone, let your tab, let your everything be out. But spend 5 to 10 times, 10 times, 10 minutes with me. If you are spending times with me, you have to give quality time. Please don't say, Arey, pura Saturday I gave to you. Full Saturday, Sunday I was there with you. They don't want full. Even they don't want
Excuse me,
half.
ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Could you please hold for your question? Let me complete and I'm going to come back to you.
Okay,
Okay, thank you
okay,
so
okay.
much. So if you are planning for your partner and if your partner wants this, please make sure that you are on this spectrum. Please give your full attention. Don't think, my friend posted that picture in Facebook. He or she got 4,400 likes. Even I did not receive 50 likes. Please don't think. Because I have seen couples are fighting for this. They are at the back of why you are not giving me time. Even if you are giving me time, your only eyes are in front of me, dimag kahi aur. So we can figure out who all are with us, who all are not with us. Then is third is act of services. Yes. Now this is pretty interesting. This means that you are performing the same act with your couples or with your partner. If I'm cooking, if I'm on this spectrum, I will be wanting my partner to cook for me. I'll cook dal, he will be cooking the chawal. Or I'm going to cook mutton, he is going to make the chapatis, anything. I'm giving the example of cooking, it can be anything. Basically, to perform tasks, and it should be not theory tasks, it has to be practical tasks. Cooking. I can do my cooking stuffs. I want my partner to clean the house or to wash off the dresses. And he has to engage. If we both are on this spectrum. Clear? Okay. Now, next is gift. Yes. Gifts means they don't want anything. Thank you, sorry, please, I love you. It's straight away a gift for them. And don't mean that you are giving them a big, huge, expensive gift like diamonds, platinum, gold. No. Even a small chocolate or gems would do wonder. So basically, they want gifts. And I have seen it, nothing of my learnings or it's not in any theory, but basically I have seen the ones who want or the ones who whose love language is of gift. Why? Basically, they feel that if my partner is gifting me something, I should click a picture and post it in social media. Because, for example, I won't say example, I have handled for more than 50 clients of gifts. And out of 50 clients, 35 clients send me, why, ma'am? I like gifts. I like my Facebook friends, my Insta friends to see that my partner is gifting me something. For that reason, they prefer gifts. As per my observation, it can be any other thing. It can be as memory, it can be as anything. But if food memories comes, like chocolate, any other food, it can't be a memory, because next morning it will be in the toilet. Anushka is like, मेरे को पहले खा लेना. Yeah, eat it. Not an issue. Next is physical touch. Physical touch means it can be a small hug. Basically, you have to touch the your partner, not your partner physically, so that he can um, have your holds or have your warmth or your vibes. It can be a touch from the back, a surprise. For example, girls, we obviously we can cook, and suddenly if our partner, it can be anything. It can be of a queer thing also. So if our partner comes and hugs us, how do we feel?
Pleasant.
Yes, this is what. See, most of us like, but the ones who like physical touch, they don't want anything. For gift, for them, gift is a big no. They want, even in a, like I have seen many of my friends or many of my clients.
Ma'am, can I
Yes,
say something?
yes, Muskan.
For those who love the physical touch, it might be any kind of touch.
Yes.
Ma'am, except hug, if I talk about the, sorry to say, I should not use that word. If they touch the breast too, is it also comfort? It also makes them comfortable or not?
It depends on the couples, what bonding they are sharing. For example, if a husband and wife, or if a married couples, they would love.
That's what I'm asking. No, I'm talking about the married couples.
Yeah, they would love.
They would love.
Yes. So it can be any touch, anywhere touch. Yes, apart from public touch. Because the thing which Muskan said, if a partner is touching the other partner's breast, it's not accepted. So that time, gosh, 1, 2 slap, 3 slap, ho hi jayega. So it's not accepted over there. But in a room, in an intimate surrounding, it's accepted. So now tell me, what are your comfort zone? I won't say comfort zone. What are your love languages?
Physical touch.
Physical touch. Yes.
Quality time.
Time. Quality time and touch.
Quality time, ma'am.
Okay.
Quality time.
Quality
All
time
of
and
them.
words of
All
affirmation.
of them.
All of
All
them.
of them.
Words of affirmation.
Okay. Okay. Who all wants
Ma'am,
gift?
I have a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, for example, like I have personally seen some people, as we talked about like words of affirmation, there are some people who basically do get overwhelmed with these words. Like, is it some sort of trauma or something, like something which is unhealed in that particular person? That is why they feel like it is very unrelatable. Like, for even if it's an act of service that they have given, and then they feel like it is very overwhelming to them when they are like affirmed by the other person.
See, if you are talking about a therapist, I'll give you the accept of both the thing. If you are talking about a therapist, there are certain therapists who are not affirmative. It can be due to their personal issues. It can be due to their personal or underlying traumas. So they are not on its comfort zone. And if you are talking about your client, that your client don't want to hear anything. So firstly, you have to figure it out what is the exact thing he is not wanting to hear. It can be he is on all the spectrum, but he don't like the act of performing BDSM. Leave BDSM. Talk about kinky or the kinks. There are more. kinks, ask him. Because see, what I have seen, firstly, at least when I have completed my graduation and masters, kink, there was nothing of sort of kink and queer affirmative. It has been only 5 years or 6 years or 10 years that all these terms came. Previously, we did not had any idea. So what had happened, there were clients who used to come, but they were having a comfort zone with only male. If male clients are there, they're only comfort with male therapists. Female client, female therapist. So it depends on the client why he doesn't want to speak. Underlying trauma can work. It can works like that. That yeah, he's having a deep down trauma which has not been held up. But it can also be on that side that he is not feeling comfortable in talking to a particular person. So you have to figure it out. Clear? I don't know who have asked the question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, for maximum of you all. Okay, let's figure out the kink one. Then a more interesting thing is down the line for you all.
Ma'am,
हाँ
excuse me,
सोनी हाँ
I have a question, a quick question. So, as you're saying, there are 5 languages. Suppose, example, there is a couple, but suppose that couple, boys' love of language is different, and girls' love of language is different. But what is happening? Example, a girl is forcing that language. What she likes, that she's forcing on the boy. So, is that correct? Even after the boy telling to the girl that I do not like, this is not my love language. Maybe my love language is quality time. So, but then girl says that no, this is actually because she understand only one language, that this is the love language, that physical touch is a love language. So she is forcing that language to the boy, not just to the boy, maybe others. So is that correct, or what should be no idea. I mean,
No, it's not correct. See,
it's
for
not
me,
correct,
it
right?
can be
Okay.
the physical one. But
Okay.
I know for my partner, it's words of affirmation. So it will be on the mutual basis that I
Correct.
like physical touch. So touch me whenever you want, but not in public. And
Yes.
I am going to do word of affirmation whenever it's possible. So
Okay.
it will be on the 50-50 side, not 80-20 or not even 100.
Okay.
What adjustment or both the partners will have to do in case of love languages.
Acha.
And
Okay.
if there is a disruption in anything, couples should talk to a therapist.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the kinks. Switched it over the kink page. Then I'm going to come with all these things. Niche, I think it's in 20 page. Let me figure out from here. Yeah, it's in 20 wala page. Yes. Upa, this one. Yes. Oh, yeah. This one. Okay. So now first one is praise. And please don't think praise means, oh, thank you, you did a work for me. No. Praise literally means I had performed an intercourse with my partner. Okay. And my partner is saying me, Shradhanjali, you Divina, which PDF you are talking about? I gave you my PDF of Ikigai. I think all of you have you all received my PDF link?
Yes.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes. Pankaj, whoever have not received, it's there in the group. And for expressive art therapy, the concerned trainer will be giving. Okay. So praise means, oh, I gave you the example. For an example, I did a wonderful, for me, it was a wonderful intercourse. And I did a blowjob for my husband or for my partner. Suppose he liked it. He is going to tell me, Shradhanjali, you did a good job sucking my pennies. If it is on a that side. Or if I am on a praise side, I will be telling my partner, whosoever it is, dot dot, you did a good job in doing fingering. Praise means I am praising my partner in doing the blow job with the pennies or the fingering. I know it's pretty awkward, but it is the fact. It is the fact. And it can be also on the side that the husband is praising the wife or the couple that you had sucked my breast so wonderfully. So basically, it has to be related to the body. Clear? Okay. Next is degradation, as the name suggests.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Can you please hold the question for 2 minutes? I'll complete and I'll come back.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Degradation means you are insulting your partner by using filthy words, and it has to be bad terms. कुछ भी गाली दे दो, they will be getting turned on. They don't like that. Yeah, you have touched my body so wonderfully. The moment you are going to say, "Arey idiot," idiot se bhi upar, if you all tell, they are going to enjoy that. This is what degradation means. That you are humiliating. You are telling bad languages. It can be with you 1:1, that me and my partner, or it can be in a gathering. It can be in a party. And they enjoy in parties only. Yes, Anushka, please. They enjoy in parties. I have got all the, in my coming slides, you are going to see, I have received more than 10 to 15 all. And they like it. This is what kink means. For example, if our client is coming to you all and telling, I like it, but the wife is saying, ma'am, I don't like insulting my partner or insulting my wife, or sorry, my husband in front of so and so. How you all are going to deal with that?
Bring them to some middle ground. You do a little compromise wherein you don't make her extremely insult you, and then the wife does some compromise wherein she doesn't go to that extent, but she still use some insulting.
Ma'am, they can start from the very basics, like using dirty language in the room first, and then little by little steps, and then upgrade it till the party. Or not, you, if she is not comfortable or he's not comfortable, they will start with a normal basic language, the basic things, idiot, stupid, and then if after some times, after giving that particular thing a time, and then they can upgrade it.
Yes, both of you were right. They should start from house, because pehle din they won't be able to. For me, I'm not on this spectrum, but if my partner is on degradation, I would be on my, I don't know where, but I will, what the hell I'm going to say him or her? So basically, we as a Kink affirmative therapist will have to make them on a middle ground. That start from the initial languages. Chota chota. It has to be chota filthy words. Stupid, idiot, nonsense, cow dung, anything. So it's more. I have heard couples, they are fighting and one of the husband was getting turned on. And it can be on you as a therapist dealing over here, and the couples are fighting. They are using the bad words, filthy words, and both of them are enjoying. How would you all feel?
Extremely awkward, ma'am.
Yes. Firstly, I had to feel.
Highly surprised.
Yes. I was like, अरे मेरे रूम को छोड़ को जो बाहर जाओ. But they were like, no. We both, because both the couples were on degradation, but the severity and the intensity was little different for both the couples. Husband was on the higher spectrum, wife was on the medium spectrum. And
Ma'am,
both of them were doing so wonderful languages. I kept a note of all the language in my diary. This is what, हाँ Anushka.
मैम सो इट मीन्स कि जो पार्टनर्स थे जो पार्टनर था वो शो भी करना चाहते हैं लाइक दे आर इन अ लाइक उस पोजीशन पे है दैट दे लव टू शो दैट वट एवर दे आर डूइंग
Yes.
कि सी वी आर saying all this and we are enjoying so you can also see whatever we are doing.
And in fact, some of them wants to be very famous. With the permission of my client, if they give me the permission, they do have a YouTube page of more than 5.7 million followers. And I was like, "Arey, mere ko thoda limelight de do in my YouTube." So I asked them that, tell me your story. They said me, okay. And I remember for that particular client, I spent in a day 2 hours, and full 2 hours was for them. And in fact, the next day it was on the first session 2 hours, second session it was 4.5 hours. I had to cancel all the clients because they were literally fighting. My hospital means in the hospital OPD was like, ma'am, what is happening? I said, let them fight because they are getting turned on. Pehle it was very awkward. Right now I enjoy. If I'm not getting a client on a kingy preference, even one day I'm like, "Arey, kuch koi to aa jao mere paas." Because the more you deal, the more you'll figure it out what type of kink are you. And it's be very sure we are all kinks, either on the higher spectrum or on the lower spectrum. We all like BDSM. It's just the fact intensity varies. For me, it can be on the higher intensity. For someone, it can be on the moderate level or the lower level intensity. This is what king means. Clear of both 1 and 2? Okay,
And
so
did they just fight? Did they just continuously like fight for 4.5 hours?
yes, they were using. See, for me, they were fighting, but for them, they were not fighting. It's the way they want, mode of communication.
That got them turned on, and then next what? They just like
No,
I
they
can't.
went. No, for 4.5 hours, they were fighting. The moment they came, after 4.5 hours, I was like literally out. Then the next morning, they WhatsApped me and they said me, ma'am, we had a lovely intercourse.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
this happens.
Excuse me,
See,
ma'am.
I am not only King Affirmative as I did infertility counseling course and my training. So I deal with all the consultants, starting from gyno, starting from infertility. And I'm like, abhi mere ko sirf counseling hi karna hai. Only I do counseling. But make sure the if you are not feeling awkward, you will be enjoying all this. Literally, you will be enjoying. Okay, next slide, please. All these are the yes, these are the elements of kink. Ah, my favorites. Okay. Third is please
Ma'am,
don't think
can
I've
a normal person be a king? Normal, any person?
yes, they are normal.
So kink is the meaning for just for sexual desires, right?
Yes, their mode of preference.
Okay.
Like for let me make you very clear what exactly are kinks. The position. It can be the what is the general idea of intercourse, wife or the girl partner or one of the partners. Especially if I'm living apart the queer community. If I'm talking about the straight ones, girl and the boy, right? It's a normal posture, but there are certain position: doggy, horse, cow. Why? These are the preferences. Why they are coming? I'll explain why they are coming. Okay. Next is my most favorite electrostimulation. This means they like to receive shock. And shock nowhere in my head, nowhere anywhere. Either in the vagina or on the penis. Ritika is like, but please, it's not that level shock, but it's a very small intensity. Yes, Ashwarya, it's gentleness. That is the thing I'm saying. For me, I like couples who are coming to me. But if any therapist asks me what is your kinky preference, I'm going to say, no, 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 please. But the ones who are on this spectrum, they like. It can be I'm not liking but my partner is liking. But my partner is liking. So I have to accept the fact that yes, I love my partner, so I am accepting. So I have a consent form that during the therapy session, it can be that the clients are getting turned on. I'll come to the sound king, then you can understand. They are getting turned on by the therapist voice also. So what happened? You have to have a consent form. Don't worry, I got in a chat box that I'll be sending the consent form. Yes, I will be sending, but please don't copy my form because, oh, one more thing. You have to have consent form for more than 4 types. For example, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and 50 to 60. After 60, no one engages in all these practices. Okay?
Ma'am, about the consent form, what is the like purpose? As in, if they start doing something and you are there, like that kind of consent, or you
No, no.
watch it?
Consent form is, as I said, I am not on any kink, for example, but I am on most of the kink.
Mhm.
But I literally don't like electrostimulation, the electric shock one. But suddenly my mom and dad said me that get married to this guy. After 3 months, I came to know he's on this side. I can't file a divorce.
Mhm.
I can't. So what will I have to do? I will have to compromise. And why the kinky couples come? Okay, I'll answer the question. Why the kinky couples comes to the therapist? If you take my case, I am not on the electrostimulation side, but I can't leave my husband.
Right.
It's not on the fact that yes, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, जो भी कहे ना लोग कहेंगे ही कहेंगे. But I
Mhm.
don't want to leave my husband, even if it is an arranged marriage or a love marriage. So I don't know how to do. I am literally afraid. So who will be the mediator? Gynecologists, they won't be dealing with all this. Any other consultants, they won't be dealing. Who is going to come as a mediator or as a guide? It's the therapist or it's the Kink affirmative therapist. And who is going to sign the consent form? Signature of mine will be there that yes, I am a therapist. If I talk about my side, my stamp will be there. Okay. And the one who is not on any kingy preference, it can be on a side that after 3 months, the client or the couple, one of the couple is complaining, my therapist said me to be on the electrostimulation side. And right now my vagina or my penis is paining. Who is going to be on the law and order? We as a therapist. So for that reason, we have consent form. I have 5 consent form. 4 are for normal clients or on the straight couples, and 5th one is of the queer couples. So you can make a consent form on your side. You can see my one. I won't mind. I will be giving the one which I have. Not one. I have 5.
Okay, got
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Electrostimulation. How is electro? Yeah, I am. I don't have that. One of my friend has gifted me. So मान के चलो, this is the electric. They buy it. The one who is engaged in all these practices. I can show you the pictures. I will be sending the pictures over WhatsApp. I won't mind. So they are going to give a charge. Charged happen. And now they are going to put. So if it is the vagina or if it is the penis. So if I'm taking about the vagina only, the husband is going to take the electric shock and put it like this. They won't be keeping it for a longer period of time because it is going to harm that individual. It's a small shock. Taking up, giving, taking up and giving. And if it is on the penis side, what they generally do, penis ke liye, it's a different thing. They are going to on the tip. Penis, so if I talk about the penis is like this, right now I'm becoming a sexologist, not an issue. The penis is like this. Okay, any boys over here? Okay, not an issue. If any boy is over there, no one is going to tell. Okay. So what happens? In the tip, they are going to put, not in the full penis. उधर पे sensation नहीं होगा. In full penis, they don't have any. Boys are here. Full penis, no sensation. Only in the tip, they are going to put it. This is what is kink. I'll take all the questions. What is the purpose of different? There is purpose. If you are going to see the consent form, you yourself can understand. No need. Can you answer my question, ma'am? So please put all your questions one to one, because all the questions went up. After the class, I'm going to answer all the questions. I'm not going to run away to Europe or anywhere, though I have a long wish to have a Europe too, but after the class. Okay. Then is sound kink. Any idea about sound kink? Okay. Electrostimulation clear? I know it was a little awkward for everyone, but this is
Yes, ma'am.
I teach my students and they are like, ma'am, I'm not going to forget anyway. So, okay. And now comes sound kink. Any idea?
Ma'am,
Sound of moaning or something like that.
some words or something, some kind of voice, like when boys
Yes.
talk in a sleep sound, like when they wake up, so जो उनकी voice होती है, तो मे बी उसकी वजह से फीमेल को साउंड किंक हो सकता है, and for some words, using some words or some kind of voice.
Basically, yes, the prawn sound. Okay, I can tell. See what happens. Yes, it can be moaning, but generally for boys, if I'm talking about, they do get turned on by the sound. I don't know how to do, especially the ones who know. So that one. I'm not talking about the aha moment, but aha moment is everything. But the sound, that pop 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 sound makes them turn on. Even if they are hearing certain sound in TV, television, in radio, they get turned on and they are up to abhi mere ko chahiye hi chahiye. I need my wife or I need my husband or my partner. Abhi, if the wife or the partner is in office, kya hoga? I'm not getting my partner. That moment they start to do masturbation. Or if it is a girl, they will start doing fingering. This is what. So I know kink wala, whenever I'm teaching kink, they are like, ma'am, please, I don't want to hear all this kink. But please be sure you are going to get clients. Even in a year, you can get one client. And that time, it's a request. Please don't tell your client, get out. I won't see you. Because I did it for the first time. I said my client, get out. So after that, I got so many scolding for my, sex education. See, it's not only related to sex. It's more deeper than sex. Okay. Then is cook holding. So any idea what is cook holding?
Ma'am, this is Vinod here. May I?
Please, sir.
So, as per my understanding, cuckolding is a form of arousal where one of the partners is okay with the other partner having physical intimacy with another person. And usually it is in front, but there are cases where they can do it offline also.
Yes. See, this means I and my partner, for example, if this is my partner, I am okay if my partner is having sex, intercourse. Sex does not always also means that also having intercourse. It can be on the lower spectrum. For it can be hugging, it can be kissing. Okay. So I am okay if my partner is having intercourse, especially not sex, only intercourse in front of me. Let me give you an example of one of my friend. She was my very good friend, and she got engaged to a guy in the year 2018 or 19 somewhere, and they had a very bad fight. So I said her that please figure out whether if he is on the any of the pink preference. She said me, Shraddhanjali, what is kak kak holding? I said it's not kak kak holding, it's cook holding. She said me, he said me he is on this side. I said, Are Bapre, then to you are gone because my friend it's literally positive, like very, very possessed. Like I won't say possessed, possessive. Okay. Then I was like, now they are going to go apart. I said, okay, fine. Tell him to talk to me. He did not talk to me. He was like, no, she is a kink affirmative therapist. She is going to tell me to compromise. I said, then she was telling me, suddenly explain what is cook holding. I said, no, I'm not going to talk to you regarding this. Tata, bye bye. After 15 days, she called me in WhatsApp and she said me, Shraddhanjali, this is what cook holding means. I said, what? Which is what cook holding? I did not know what is cook holding for you. She said me, her husband said her to sit in the bedroom. Both of them were having a full time gala time. And suddenly they heard a bell. And the husband was like, Are abhi to aa gaya. Aa gayi. Then he started scenting and spraying everything. My friend went and opened the door. She was shocked that it was a baby, like a small girl, hardly 18 or 19. So she said something, a story, they made a story. And my friend's husband said her that, sit over here, we are going to perform all the intercourse activity, all the sexual activity in all the positions, and then you are going to get out. She was like, why, Babu? Why? And I was literally like, when she was saying me, I was like, because I know what is cook holding. Then what happened? They performed all the sexual activities in front of my friend. And what happened when my friend wanted to go out? I'll come, Vaishnavi, I'll come. Yes, it leads to emotional disturbances. While my friend was about to leave the room crying, her husband got up, tied her hand, leg, and mouth with the chair, and he said, Abhi, you have to watch it, 100% compulsory. And in the laptop, all the positions were open of sex. This position, more than 150 position, and they performed sex for more than 3 hours in front of my friend. And after that, I said, okay, so I am so sorry to hear that. She was saying, I'm going to file her. And she was literally shouting over the phone. So cook holding is literally disturbing. Ritika is like, Vaishnavi is like, this is what. And after that, till today, if I'm literally seeing anyone ditching anyone, I think it's my thinking that it has to be this cook holding one. And then my friends say, please don't be a psychologist when you are talking to us. So it's literally, I won't say literally, but it's very, very, very disturbing for the ones who are not into cook holding. But the one who are into cook holdings, they get turned on. This is what kink means. I hope right now those who are having confusion, what is kink? Is it BDSM? It's not BDSM. It's more vast than BDSM. I'll tell you one. I don't know what is the term called, like electrostimulation or cook holding. I have a client whose age is around 31, 32, within that, not more than 35. He is of a version that whenever he is a kink one, but he's, how to explain? He get turned on only and only if he sees a girl, but the age of the girl should be 25 to 30, within this span, 25 to 30. And if he is smelling the vagina smell, that is his kink. I have one more client who said me that I don't love smelling, but I like seeing the vagina of every girls. Every girls. But for these two cases, they have a age preference. For the first one, which I said, that smelling the vagina, he had to be that the vagina should be very white, pink. He has certain color preferences. But this second one, he don't have any color and nothing. But the ages can vary from even 2 months, girl, baby girl. These are the level of kink. Now, one question. I don't know how many of you have thought of why they come. See, for this type of client, they don't literally come to seek therapy. They come out for vent out sessions so that the third person, no, he is not of any disorder. इधर पे disorder का कोई काम नहीं है. It's the preference. Okay. They come out for vent out sessions so that, see, they also know it's very peculiar. Especially if I'm talking about this spelling, this seeing, not even he doesn't want to touch the vagina. Just the sake of seeing, the vision makes him turned on. So they want a vent out session. They will be calling up, and I have certain more than 115 clients. They tell me, ma'am, I don't want any session. I don't want any worksheets. I don't want any therapy. It's just that for 45 minutes, I'm going to talk and then I'm going to leave, whether online, whether offline. This is the level of kink. Got? Okay. Next slide, please.
Then you are not audible.
Am I not audible to anyone?
You are.
You are audible.
I think it might be your network issue there. Okay, blood play. Please don't think I am on this side also. The state you generate the feeling of yes. Blood play. So I'll give a link for this. You can watch. Blood play means Gaurav, tell me what is the difference between normal and abnormal? And being a psychologist, none of us are supposed to utter this word abnormal. There is nothing called abnormal, dear. Okay. So blood play. See, even if you talk abnormal, even there are certain therapists who like all the kinks. Do you think that they are abnormal? This is just a sake of mind, dear. Yes, Anushka.
मैम आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन. आपने अभी बताया था कि some people don't like.
Anushka, little louder.
मैम अभी वॉइस आ रहा है?
अभी आ रहा है.
मैम आपने अभी बताया था कि some people don't like me what कि मैं आप उनको कोई वर्कशीट दो या कुछ दो, बस उन्हें बात करना होता है. सो विल दे कम टू जस्ट कि कोई हमें जज ना करे, हम एक्सप्लेन कर पाए कि हम क्या हैं और हम क्या है, क्योंकि बाहर की दुनिया नॉर्मल नहीं है, वो तो गलत ही सोचेगा एंड ओनली द थेरेपिस्ट कैन नो कि ये गलत नहीं होता. सो विल दे कम फॉर दिस रीजन?
Yes, they majorly come for this reason only. See, I'll tell you one thing. Be honest and tell me how many of you till now, till the 5. Yes, Pankaj. Yes. See, if you talk about me, I like all the kinks. If I talk about my own personal life, certain limitations are there. Apart from that cook holding, because I am not that type of modern. But I'm not talking about that the one who are performing cook holding, they are very modern. No, they are not ultra modern. They are individual. But it's just the sense of preference. But the one thing I know I am not, if I talk about all my kinky preference with my mom, with my dad, or even with my friends, they are going to think, Are Sradhanjali is going crazy. The crazy word they are going to utter. Right? So I need someone so that I can explain all my things which are going on. Whom will I speak to? Psychologists, I know they are going to do. Only I need a kink affirmative therapist. That is what our role as a kink affirmative therapist. See, you should understand what is the role of psychologist, what is the role of clinical diabetics. There are everything. If you go abroad, believe me, there are psychologists for every domain. Even there are psychotherapists for diabetics. India, zero. Only I am practicing, but I don't have that level of educations. This is what. बाहर में किंक अफर्मेटिव थेरेपिस्ट बहुत सारे हैं. In India, zero. Apart from few of us who got the trainings. But that level training, honestly, it's only possible abroad. Going abroad, India. Like going outside India. This is what. Okay. Blood play. It's a fantasy for me also. See, what happens in blood play? Both the couples like to drink the blood. Yes. Anushka is like, ये क्या? खून चूस ले यारा खून चूस ले, यही होता है.
I was like कि blood play it means कैसे, मतलब खुद का काट के या कैसे?
They are going to cut off either they are going to give a bite over there and a hard bite so that the blood comes out. For example, I am giving a bite. Okay. I am not going to drink. I want my partner will be drinking this, my blood. What happens generally when we get a cut? We do like this. हो जाता है, खून अपने बॉडी में ही चला जाता है. But for them, they are like, and they are not going to choose le wala. They are going to lick it.
So ma'am, they will do it with period blood also.
See, for periods blood, when I was doing my parapsychology training, I had a client. Luckily, that was my first client. In my 3 days, within the 3 days of training, I got that client. What she used to do, on the second day, usually we have second day and third day a huge flow of bloods. Okay. But with PCOD and PCOS, it's a complete different side. She said to us that she was on the astrology side. Tantric, mantrik, she knew everything. Black magic. Her boyfriend left her. Right now, what she does, when she is menstruating, on the second day, she will be sitting in a room. No one will be there. She will be taking the blood with the finger from vagina and she will put the blood in a toy, something of a toy side. Okay. And after that, after half an hour, she will be licking the blood. See, as a parapsychologist, as a fashion psychologist, as a kink affirmative therapist, there can be a combination of both. Those who are into black magic, they will be doing with blood, like vagina blood. With vagina blood means only with the periods. But those who are into blood play, they are going to cut the vagina, a little one, and they are going to ask the partner to suck or to lick the blood. Yes. See, there are more. See, the one which I said about smelling, about only getting, I know couples who like to drink the pee also. But is this self-harm? Mansha, this is not self-harm because both are engaged with their concern. If I like, I'll talk with my partner. अगर उसको अच्छा लगता है तो ठीक है. If she don't, or if my partner doesn't like, I'm not going to cut anywhere. I'm going to only cut off the fingers. Only the fingers. And I'm going to ask. But those who are into blood play, they might sometimes harm themselves and others also. Have you heard of the, have you seen, not heard, the YouTube of, I forgot, I'll definitely give the link, but they are the dragon couples. No, okay, I'll give it. And they and they have certain teeth, like a big wala teeth, and they like it. Yes, Khushi? Where she went.
Ma'am, what if one of the partner don't like blood play and others like it?
See, there, what happened, as I said, compromise have to come. Otherwise, kink के साथ living with a kink partner is little difficult. See, there are certain opinions what as a therapist, we have heard that, ma'am, I don't like this, but my partner like that. So with a setting of 4 to 3, minimum 5, they start liking, but not of that intensity. So see, being a King affirmative therapist, there are the 2 roles. Number 1 is only the vent out session. Clients are going to call you up. Ma'am, kuch therapy nahi chahiye, I don't want any therapy. Just you have to listen to me. And the moment they are saying, they mean that. If you are saying like, chhod jao. If your mind is saying, abhi to jao, they can understand. Because kink wala clients, they are literally somewhere above. Their IQs are very high. Because in a research paper, I don't know whether I'm supposed to give her research or not. If I get the permission from her, she did a very small research with 120 or 250 clients of Kink one. And they said, we can understand with the facial expression, we can understand with the body language how the therapist is accepting us. Acceptance matters a lot. This is what.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. There are few more slides. So questions, I'm open for the questions. Or for the, not even questions, anything, any opinion about it. Tell me.
Ma'am, do they have a problem like the one there is a partner who is kink side, okay, and he's getting problem getting turned on. So this is the issue with the other partner. Like I'm not able to explain. There is a partner. One like girl is not in the king side and boy is at king side. Okay, and boy is not able to get turned on by with the girl if she's not having the king side and anything like that.
See, I got your question. You are talking that if I'm, for example, if I'm not on a king side and my partner is on a king side and I'm not getting turned, sorry, my partner is not getting turned on.
Right.
So, see, it can, as I said, being a therapist, I'll be going to some therapy, okay, where my therapist is going to make me psychoeducate. Okay. What exactly is kink? See, there are certain videos which we ask our client to see in the session itself because we don't give the link. Okay. But I'm going to give the link because as you all are learning, but we don't give the link to our clients because the moment they are seeing, it can happen they are getting triggered. Okay. It can happen. See, all the kinks are somewhere below the line, client get triggered. They get traumatized. For example, the cook holding one. Right. How many of us can accept? None. This is what. But abroad, there are so many clients. I have clients who is on cook holding side. Not 1, 5 plus. Not very, but only 5 plus. Or 6, 7. Not more. Not even 10.
There's a movie as well, 365 days, in which cook holding activity is shown.
Yes. Paramjit, how basically as a psychologist should consult a client? What kind of... Paramjit, your question is not clear. Picture, what if the male isn't... See, in India, if you are talking about cook holding in India is 0. Percentage cook holding ka 0 hai. Because the moment the one couple is engaged into cook holding, other couples files a divorce. Or if it is in a relationship, breakup. So if you are talking about India ka scenario, it's 0. Abroad, there are many cases. So please don't go about only India. But if you are getting a client from India who is into cook holding, make sure they have to go for divorce or they are into breakup. Because India it is not acceptable. Is this therapy for those? No, like Mansha, your question is again not clear. Acha, is the shock therapy shock system? Yes, yes. Shock. The moment you are giving the shock, you are getting turned on. They are going to get goosebumps. But please don't try. See, there are sex toys also. They are going to get turned on by sex toys. So it's just the matter how you are accepting the clients. Whether you are like, Abhi jao, I don't want to see your face, or you are openly accepting. That matters a lot. See, after psychoeducating, if you talk about my cases, being into this as working as a Kink affirmative therapist for more than 3 years, after psychoeducating, if I talk about a ratio from 10 clients, 7 to 8 clients have accepted. So it's just the matter how you are teaching the clients. Like there should be a proper way of teaching. You can't teach anywhere. So there should be a proper way. Where are the questions going on? Acha, are you all able to see the questions? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. It's better if you all can turn on your mic and tell me the questions. I don't know where the questions are going. My message box is very empty right now. I remember someone said me about the physical touch. So you can open your mic. Not an issue. No one is going to judge you. Because we all are the therapists or budding therapists. You can like switch off your cameras and go into the questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, my love language is physical touch, but I don't like getting touched. Why?
See, if your love language is physical touch, you don't like anyone touching you. Might be it can be of any trauma, or it can be like you don't like the particular way of touching. See, touch also, there are the positions of touch. Wait, okay. It can be my partner is touching this way. Is my hand visible to you all? Okay.
Yes.
My partner likes to touch my hand this way, but I don't like my partner is touching my hand this way. Rather, it's this way for me. So what happened? I do like physical touch, but this one is a big no for me. Figure out that. Because we need to figure out what are the touches. Okay. Next question I saw.
Ma'am,
Huh?
ma'am, for example, the male is into cuck holding and female is not. And female has already dealt with a lot of emotional disturbances because of her husband's fantasies and all. So how will the female compromise?
See, cook holding, I thought many of you all will be going abroad, or many of you all will be dealing clients abroad also, right? It's not that you are going to stick to only India clients. Abroad ka client you all will be taking. In India, cook holding percentage is 0. Because the moment you are into cook holding, laws doesn't permit over here. Okay? Because if I am into cook holding, for example, I love cook holding. I want my partner to see I'm having intercourse with other partners. But I'm staying in India. Okay? I know the moment I perform this, my husband or my partner is going to file a case. And if I'm into a marriage relationship, it's a divorce for me. And if I'm only into a relationship, a breakup for me. So which one will you be choosing? Or sorry, which one I'll be choosing? It's better to stay in the marriage. But in India, what is acceptable? Third, extramarital. If you all are doing your dissertation, or if you all can go for a research with gynecologists, the one, or not even gynecologists, with the lawyers, especially, you can figure out the ones who are having extramarital affairs, they perform cook holding and they love to do. So see, cook holding doesn't literally means, as Sir said, it doesn't mean that I am performing my sexual activities with my in present of my partner. It can be my partner is not there, which is a third extra fired for me. So, cook holding in India term is banned, but abroad it's very legal. In India, the term is, we all know, extra affairs. That is what cook holding. Only the scientific name is there. Who asked?
What is the difference between a fetish and a kink?
See, fetish will be performing few activities. For example, food fetish. Smelling of food or getting the smell of your bodies or your armpit. But kink is much more. In fetish, no one will be having the electrostimulation part. The electric shock
density.
Yes. See, for what happens in BDSM, the density is little. It's like a full stop. For example, it's like a full stop. But in kink, it's a vast, it's like an umbrella, a big umbrella. I'm not talking about the small umbrellas. It's a big umbrella.
Got you.
See, I'll tell you. Ha, Gitika, tell me.
I wanted to ask, as a therapist, will we be legally obligated to inform the authorities if something is going against someone's consent?
See, firstly, for a few sessions, you have to figure out. Sophia, I'm coming. Firstly, with 3-4 session or 5 to 6 session, you have to figure out that if both are agreeing or not. Whether you as a therapist is being able to communicate what your partner wants. If it is not, then it can be that you have to take the opinion of a third therapist. If that is also not working, then you have to inform someone. For example, if I talk about the cook holding, no one will accept. But abroad mein jao, there are certain, in house, not there are certain, in 5 house, out of 5 house, 4 houses are engaged in the cook holdings. Yes, Sophia.
So I wanted to ask if the partner is the king and the female, the girl, who is ready to compromise and she has set the certain limitations, okay? But the girl is afraid of the pain, and like the guy, he doesn't control himself when he gets turned on. So what
Okay.
is?
Yes. See, what happens generally for electrostimulation you are talking about, we generally, for example, I am not into electrostimulation, my partner is into. I went to a therapist. As a therapist, what you are supposed to tell me and my partner is, for me, you are going to say it's normal. It's not that I'm going to get an electric shock, then I'm going to die. It's nothing of that. And to my partner who is into electrostimulation, you are going to tell, no, Divya, the presentations are there. Just wait. Okay. You are going to tell to my partner, instead of giving it directly to the vagina for the first time, try it with the hands. Over here, not over here. Idhar pe sensation, for here, there is no sensation. Especially for electrostimulation. Over here also. See, it's not only in one day anyone will be understanding. Even I was like, if I am into electric, if I directly get a shock from my partner in my vagina, how will I react? So it's just the matter of researching. In one day, no one will agree. Today, suppose, tell me one thing, how many of you all will be open about to talk about your kink preference? None. But right now, why I am comfortable? Because I had received that much of interest, and I know that yes, somewhere down the line, I'm okay. But again, as a therapist, you also need to be competent enough that how much intensity you will be telling your clients. Intensity, because kink is all about intensity. The blood play. We all like that, yes. See, as a girl, we all have menstruate. But somewhere down the line, if our hands get a little cut, hey, mama, we start crying. We start off crying. Papa देखो, ऑफिस से अगर पापा आएगा, पापा देखो, my hand got a cut. We'll start crying. But the moment We are into blood play. That moment, flow of blood will be there. It's just a matter of intensity. Palak is like, I am not going to get any kink. But believe me, everyone do have a kink within us. I do have so much of kink. But I was literally out. I did not know. But the moment I came to know about all the kink, I was like, this is kink. So this is quite normal. So see, everything down the line is very normal. It's just the matter you have to accept that. You have to be very open to that and nothing else. Palak.
So I wanted to ask, like, how do I become non-judgmental and like open-minded? Because when you were telling all these things, I was like so uncomfortable and awkward to hear. Like, I'm not.
See, I'll tell you a honest thing. It's not necessary that you all have to be kink affirmative. You all have to be queer affirmative. It's not a compulsion. No one is going to force you. It can be on a spectrum that clients are calling you up and saying, ma'am, tell me what issue, ma'am, this is, get lost. You can disconnect the phone. It's up to you. And how you can be very comfortable. See, when you are working as a psychologist, I'm not talking about only kink or only queer. But if a client is coming to you with a couple clients, that ma'am, my boyfriend is not touching me. You are asking, but both of them are saying, yes, ma'am, I'm touching my girlfriend. But what if the girlfriend says, ma'am, my boyfriend is touching me, but not that way? Tell me now how you are going to handle that. Because the moment you are hearing the sounds, you find what the stupid sound she is making. We all, even I was also on this spectrum, Palak. But see, it's the matter over the time period you can, but it's not at all necessary that you have to be a kink affirmative practitioner, you have to be a queer. Because we also are not comfortable with handling queer clients, especially with the trans men, trans women, non-binary, fictosexual. So there are so many sexuality also. So it's not on a compulsion basis, but if you are wanting to walk in a very hatke way, because see, in India, if I'm talking about, I hope most of us are from India. In India, there are only 3 concepts: clinical psychologist, rehabilitation psychologist, and counseling psychologist. Ask any clinical, ask any rehabilitation, ask any counseling psychologist, how many of them are well aware of kink? Only BDSM. I know everything about kink. The moment you ask about yes, industrial too. See, the thing is that in industrial also there are only countable industrial. Forensic hardly 5. Criminal hardly 25. That is what. We all are very well versed with CBT. Expressive art therapy. How many of we work only with REBT? Work only in the field of BT? None. In our profile, it's only written CBT practitioner, expressive art therapy practitioner. Bas. Only expressive art therapy means that, okay, theek hai. How many of we know sand therapy? None. How many of we know only clay therapy? Doodling therapy. Art therapy में भी doodling आता है? None. Art and craft. Cutting therapy? None. Removal of 8. It's a none. That is the thing. See, it's not on a compulsion basis that you have to be this. It can be right now, if I'm talking, if you are feeling very uncomfortable, you can definitely terminate the session. It can be. But over the time period, you will be like me. See, how many of you, honestly, you can switch off your cameras and tell me how many of you all felt very awkward while I was talking about the penis and vagina? Raise your hand. Palak will be the first one. Yes. Dekho. See, but I did not feel very awkward. Why? It's only the time period matter.
Mom, the reason might be that वो भी तो body person है.
Muskan, your question was not clear. You can type it. I think you have issues with your mic. Okay. Who said?
Ma'am, actually, I have a question.
Anushka.
Ma'am, as a King therapist, if we started, so from the basic, what we have to do, like where to start the therapy?
See,
What
as a King, see what happens if you are wanting to work as a King therapy. You have to talk to a gynecologist because they are the ones who will be getting number one lawyers. I'm not talking about Supreme Court. Basic lawyers you have to work. And third, you have to make your LinkedIn profile in that way so that you can get. And whenever it's a it's a what to say, it's a tip. You can, you can't. But whenever you are writing something, whenever you are posting something in Insta, in Facebook, anywhere, please use the hashtag King Affirmative Therapist or King Affirmative Practitioner. Because hashtag say people are like, okay, she is on this spectrum. You can make small reels in your own language, in your own regional language. If I'm a Bengali, I'll definitely go with Bengali because the moment I'm going to talk about blood pay, they are going to know, what is this? It's just the matter you have to be very focused. It can be like in 1 year you are not getting any client on King side, and it can be on that spectrum in every week you are getting 7 to 8 clients. So you have to be very patient.
So, and ma'am, when we get clients, suppose I get client, so where to start the therapy? Like, what should we do first?
If you start as a therapy,
Like, if I get a client for this particular therapy, so where to start, what to ask, and what should I do?
see, if the clients are coming for a vent out session, it's pretty clear you don't have to ask anything. They only will be blah 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 blah. That time you are going to think, "Arey, 45 minutes ho gaya, abhi to jao." And if they are not asking, or sorry, if they are not answering, firstly, there are certain questions. Number one is, what is your name? Blah blah. How did you get? How are you feeling right now? It's a very good question, and in our questionnaire also we put it. Second question, if the clients are coming as a couple, make the one who wants to talk first tell that couple, stay over here, and other one to go out. Now you are going to ask, tell me what are your issues, or tell me what are your problems. They are going to tell you this I'm not liking. You will be getting an idea that yes, my client don't like this. Then you are going to call the second client or the second couple. Hear that one. Then you are going to ask that client to go for a role play. Or you are going to ask the client, show me how you want your partner to be. That way, in that way, you can get an idea how to work. See, all clients are different. For me, if I'm into cook holding, though I'm not into cook holding, but if you talk about me, I'm not going to accept your CBT, REBT, none. But the moment you start doing with me any form of art therapy, I'm going to write whatever I want, or I'm going to do, especially art one. See, there are so many modes of art therapy, but unme se you have to chalk out which one exactly do you want. See, to everyone, it won't happen right now. After this training, you are a Kink Affirmative practitioner. It won't be. It will take time. It can take 6 months, it can take 1 year, or even 6 years. But you have to be very, very consistent. That yes, I want to be in this area, or I want to work in this area. If you search in Google, how many King Affirmative therapists are there? None are there. Because there is no such training. Only certain institutes offer the training. That too, right now in online mode, we did it from offline mode. Offline, it's a closed right now. No one is there. We don't have any RCI number. We don't have any registration number. Just that we have our name on the top of the list that from West Bengal, this, from Delhi, this. Only in West Bengal, I am there. From Delhi, 2 are there. 2 therapists are there, and there are none. West Bengal and Delhi. Talk about any other states. Same case, go for this. But there are more upcoming queer affirmative therapists because it's more in a version. Okay. Yes, Kushi.
Ma'am, just like you told, there are many counseling lectures like counseling psychology. We have courses for them. But for this in affirmative therapy, we don't have courses. So from where we will learn?
See, I got my training when I was doing my graduation. So it was long back.
Like, is it available in our other college, like India?
See, there are no colleges. I'm telling. There are no colleges. HROR offers a practitioner course on King Affirmative. And no other areas are there. Everyone do offers for BDSM. Now you have got majorly an idea. It's not BDSM. It's more than BDSM because BDSM में तो ये सब नहीं होगा. HROR only as of now HROR is having. Apart from that, there are no. And while you all are being trained, you can hear so many stories. Okay, I'll tell more about the kings. I'll take up the question. Yes, Vishaka.
मैम my question is कि अगर कोई किंग थेरेपी मतलब कर रहा है, मतलब प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, तो इज इट क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट भी कर सकते हैं, काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट कर सकते हैं, या प्रॉपर उसको वही उसमें ही करना है?
See, you are talking about the trainer who can train you.
नहीं, who can give the therapy peoples?
See, if the individual is having a practitioner certificate, then only the trainer or the therapist can go ahead, number one. And who does give the training for King Affirmative? Only those who are trained in Kings. Because if you ask someone, for example, if I talk about electrostimulation, if you ask, no, general people or general psychologists are of a view that please don't practice, it's very harmful. But what about the one who loves electrostimulation? You can't say them go and commit a suicide. You can't. So intensity. We are being trained with the intensities also. Intensity, yeah?
Where we get all courses and certificate to
See, as I said, HROR provides. Last year, also a few of my students got the training from HROR. Number one. If you want more training, India में available अभी नहीं है. So it's better you can talk to Srishti. She will be more apt to say when we are coming for the next courses.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Jivi, tell me.
मैम आई गेस वो जो पूछना चाह रही थी कि मतलब जैसे ये जो हम प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं वो मतलब क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट होते हैं या मतलब काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट होते हैं, क्योंकि एमए में तो हम क्लिनिकल लेंगे या काउंसलिंग लेंगे,
नहीं,
तो मतलब
मेरा
हम किसके?
क्वेश्चन ये नहीं था. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट एंड क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट भी ये प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं क्या? दैट्स माय क्वेश्चन.
अच्छा सो मतलब दोनों कर सकते हैं ना, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि लाइक किसी एक के पास ये वो है राइट्स?
हाँ, दैट्स व्हाई मैं आस्किंग कि उसके लिए अलग से कोई प्रोफेशन मतलब अलग से कोर्स करना पड़ेगा, जैसे कि क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजिस्ट और काउंसलिंग साइकोलॉजिस्ट है वैसे ही कुछ डिग्री लेना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज या हमें कोई डिप्लोमा करके सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा उसके ऊपर से करेंगे? दैट्स माय डाउट.
ठीक समझ गया.
I forgot to include. I tell you all one thing. There are one more kink affirmative. That is mummification. Now, Anushka is like, mummification? I will have to become a mummy. Yes, it's very true. You have to become a mummy. The one who like to be mummification or one who have this type of preferences, they want their partner to be wrapped, only leaving the nose. That's to the nose twill. Apart from there, only the nostrils and all the full body have to get covered in the bandage. the white one. They have to stand literally like this. Am I visible? Okay. When I am getting mummified by my partner, and it's not that I have to get wrapped, I am getting mummified by my partner, and now I have to stand like this. Generally, mummy stands like this. And whatever my husband, not whatever my partner wants, he can do. But I have to, the hand should be like this and head straight. I can't even tell anything because I am mummified.
मैम विल यू सेंड की वीडियोस जो आप अभी बता रहे थे कि हम थेरेपी में यूज कर सकते हैं?
Yes, I'll give everything. How many of you all have heard that in kink? See, in BDSM there is nothing. In kink, not in kink. Have you ever heard that people are eating away pens or wanting eating?
Yes.
That is also a type of kink. There are kink who prefers their wife, especially with the boys side, not with the girl side. They prefer their wife or their partner to insert pen. How many pens I'll show? Okay. Okay. These are the list of pens. I have more than 10 pens over here. They want the partner, especially the girl's partner, they want to put this one or this one, especially, but the down format of pen into their vagina hole. See, what do we call that? I don't have any idea, but I have received clients that his wife is coming, not wife, partner is coming and telling, ma'am, this is very painful. And yes, it's literally painful. Girls want their partner to wrapped up like a mummy, but leaving the pennies. And what do you know? In pennies, what will they do? Any idea? No. Will be taking up more than needles, Tanaya. See, they will be taking up a bottle and they are going to break in front of the husband or of a partner. And it has to be a male partner with a penis, a big penny. And they will be working that or breaking this one and they will be putting in the pennies and they will be doing like this with the this one, not with the broken part, because blood will be coming out. But those who are into blood play, they will be doing this and they will be leaking that blood. This is what kink affirmation means.
What is actually the origin behind this behavior? As in, from where does this arise? The kinks, like especially these like aggressive kind of kinks.
Same question.
Okay. See, the originality was there back in 1805. It's not a new thing, but it's coming into limelight more right now. See, जैसे कि LGBT बहुत पहले से ही था. We all know lesbian, gay, blah blah blah, and more. But the terms are being given to them right now. This is not even a new concept. Yeah, you all are feeling because you all are hearing this or like imagining this for the very first time, but it's not at all new concept.
No, ma'am, like regarding the behavior, what is the cause of the behavior? Not it's
See,
not
they like to explore, exploration. Some
But
are
with such aggression, such
Like,
aggressive exploration and aggressive enjoyment.
does that have like any underlying traumatic issue or anything? It's like not
Not
not very easy
literally.
to process all of this. It's like weird, yeah, but okay.
See, not literally, but for cook holding, if I talk about, it can be underlying trauma. How many of you all heard about criminal cases of Charles Shoboraj? Okay. What was right now? How is he? What do you feel? Which type of king would he prefer to?
aggressive.
Yeah, he was aggressive. So what was his kink mentality, or what was his kink preference? Are I taught you so many. You all are, none of you all are able to say.
And can you give more information about the person you're talking so that we can identify?
Yes, Britney Killer. He used to kill after having intercourse or after having sex. He used to kill the wife, sorry, the female figure, with a desire that I'm going to get married to you.
Ma'am, probably blood play.
Blood play.
Cuckolding.
How
Same
could
individually, na, but he doing
How could
individually.
it be?
Ma'am, but there's only one person involved there other than the person. So how is it cuckolding?
Spelling code.
Right.
Maybe he will he had marriage with someone and उसका fantasy complete करने के लिए he will be took
No,
another
no, no,
girl.
no, no, no. See, how cuckolding? See, cuckolding means not, it doesn't mean that I have to give my presentation of my partner, that he will be present with me and I'll perform the sexual activities. It can be, as Sir said, I don't know whether Sir is right now, but it can be that my partner is not present and I'm performing several sexual activities and I'm enjoying that.
That's basically cheating, no? Or
No, no.
extramarital or
See,
cheating.
that I said, Ritika. I don't know how many of you all remember that only I said. In abroad, we call it as cuckolding. In India, it's only cheating.
Yes.
What if the partner is getting attached emotionally with the third person? Then it will be cheating. Right?
It would actually translate as cheating in our country, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
No,
that is the
honestly.
thing I'm saying. That is the thing.
But ma'am, cookholding means sex with someone else either in front of you or away from you, but with your knowledge of it. That means the
No,
partner
it
is
doesn't mean always the knowledge of myself.
okay.
See, there is a difference in Indian culture and abroad culture. In India culture, if you are having a knowledge also, for example, we girls are very possessive about our relationship,
No,
boyfriend.
no, no. That is okay, but we cannot say that's cheating, na? Because he's our. That means our partner is
In
informing us.
abroad, we don't call it as cheating here. See, clear the concept. In cuckolding means, I'm again repeating, cuckolding means in abroad, if I talk about, Khushi, I'm coming. In abroad, if I come, cuckolding.
Okay.
It means without my partner knowledge, with my partner knowledge. If it is not without my partner knowledge, or if my partner is not having a knowledge, and if I'm performing sexual activity with the presence of my partner, that is completely acceptable, even if it is in abroad. But if I'm talking about Indian scenario or traditional scenario, there is a difference. Even if I know that I'm in a relationship, for example, bhul jao ye sab, I'm in a relationship for last 20 years, for example, and I know my husband or my partner is in a extra affair,
Okay.
or is in an extra relationship. I know everything has happened. Okay. But will I be accepting the fact that my husband, my partner will be performing all the sexual activities in front of me, making me sit?
No.
That is what.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, dear. Khushi.
मैम एक्चुअली मुझे ये पूछना था कि यहाँ पे जब कुक होल्डिंग होती है तो बेसिकली आप जिसके सामने मतलब आपके पार्टनर के सामने आप ये सब परफॉर्म कर रहे हो और आपके पार्टनर को वो अगर अनकंफर्टेबल नहीं है तो आपने जैसे बोला वो उसको लॉक कर देगा चेयर पे एंड ही विल परफॉर्म और शी विल परफॉर्म ऐसा बट व्हाट इफ के जो पार्टनर है वो कंफर्टेबल है वो सारी चीजें देखने में तो इज दैट लाइक दैट के सामने वाले का कंसर्न होता है या फिर नहीं होता है
See, holding, I don't know why, but it can be with the consent agreement of the partner. It cannot be the agreement of partner. Basically, जो रितिका ने कहा, cuckolding is cheating in Indian concept. Abroad में चले जाओ, abroad में कहीं भी, it's completely legal. It's completely legal.
एंड मैम व्हाट इफ के वो सामने वाला जो देख रहा है वो भी इंजॉय कर रहा है कि
हाँ,
हाँ
तो
मजा
enjoy
आ
तो
रहा है,
करते हैं ना.
तो
See,
मतलब
I am
किसी को
deriving my
कंफर्टेबल
pleasure when I'm seeing my partner doing intercourse with other individuals. That
Then
is
what in a broad translates to cheating then? What is their definition of cheating then? If
that
this
I
is
don't.
not.
See, abroad में cheating. When a partner is cheating abroad में, I do have clients mainly. So I have seen that cheating उन लोग के लिए is just the fact they want money. So they tell cookholding that I did not have the permission. I did not have any knowledge, but they do have. They do have. Okay, anyone is accepted.
Mama,
Wait, so many questions. एक एक करके. Okay, Tanayat, ask me.
Okay, so जब आपने when you said that in Indian concept, cuckolding is basically cheating. My question is that isn't there like a thin line, because kings they do come with consent, but if it's non-consensual, then it translates to cheating. But also, you said ki there's enjoyment from both the sides.
See, what happens when they are coming up for cookholding. Sorry, when they are coming up for cookholding, it's generally that none of have basically the second partner don't have any consent, or they don't want. Especially I'm talking about cookholding because cookholding is not at all accepted. But if both the partners do have consent, they are not going to come. They are not going to come to a therapist.
Right.
See who are the ones who come to a therapist? Mummification. Just imagine if you are standing only with your nostril out for half an hour to 1 hour. Your people are going to like, अरे मेरे को छोड़ो, मेरे को अभी नहीं चाहिए. This is what. But they are going to come. Blood play are going to come. Smelling cases they are going to come. I have one Sorry, I have one kink client who love only the hairs, only one hair. She is not going to, and this is a girl. This client I'm talking about is a girl. She loves the hair of the boy, and where she loves, she will be taking up only one hair, cutting it off in two pieces, only in two pieces, and she is going to put the two pieces in the vagina. How? Kushi is like, how? Yes, this is what. This is what. How many of you all are getting shocked? Like you all are getting
Ma'am, I didn't understand.
It's not shocking, it's not surprising, but it is still surprising, sort of.
Yes, yes.
Something new to learn.
Yeah. I mean, like hear these new stories. You know there are kings, people have different kings, but you're just getting to hear it. So it's
yes.
yeah.
See what I said. I have a client. She is a girl of 35 years old. As I'm not supposed to name, so I'm not telling the name. And she is renowned in India. I'm not talking about only in Kolkata. She is renowned in India. She is an author of more than 55 books, love stories. I'm not going to tell more about this. She loves, for example, if I'm a boy, she will be tearing my hair. Only one hair. एक साथ बहुत सारे बाल वो नहीं खींचेगा मेरा. Only one hair. And that too in a length of this. She will be cutting this into pieces of two. Only two. Okay. Then she is going to lie down in the bed with a soft music on, and she is going to put both the pieces of hair in the vagina, not inside the vagina, in the vagina in this way, in a straight line for more than 1 hour, and she will be listening to the music. हाँ सृष्टि बोलो.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, ma'am,
Ah,
but it's 7:46. We have a workshop at 8.
yes, yes, I'm going to wrap up. Don't worry, Srishti. I hope more or less is clear to you all.
Mom, can you
See,
add a little bit of BDSM? What is BDSM?
yes,
Basically, break
I'm
it
going
down.
to add. See, this is
Same
not.
question.
Who
Thank
said?
you. I, Ritika. Me.
Okay,
Ma'am,
okay.
can preferences change over time?
Can which what change?
Preferences change over time.
Differences means which differences, dear?
Preferences.
Preferences, ma'am.
Oh, preferences. See, it can change. The intensity varies. If I'm into blood play, I can always go into cook holding. It depends. But it can change for a certain person. It can't change for a certain person. Gaurav, it is not, it is, I won't say it's any entertainment, but it's of more of sensation. The moment someone is engaged into sexual activity, they get sensation. It's more of sensation. Yes, Anaya. Uh, I think someone raised the hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell.
Ma'am, if he or she is involved in the concept of one night stand while they are in a relationship, so it will be known. It is known as cuckolding or cheating.
See, it's cheating. It's not cook holding. Cook holding means the individual will be performing every week, every month. Nightstand, it can be for 1 year only one sided. For example.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Tanaya. I'm coming within 2 minutes. I'll take up BDSM. BDSM is very small. Yes, Tanaya.
Sorry, the first example that you gave about a friend.
Okay.
Oh.
Tanaya, you can.
Yeah, so sorry, do you want me to take it up later?
Yes, I'll take up later. Not an
Yeah,
issue.
okay.
You can WhatsApp me. I'm going to answer your questions.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Because in BDSM, I'm going to complete the BDSM and wrap up the class because there is another class with you all. So, on life coach. Okay. So, what exactly is BDSM? BDSM is a form of enjoyment. BDSM. B means bondage, where I am using the handcuffs or any cuff to tie my partner, and then I'll be performing all the sexual activities. Clear? Okay. D means discipline. Discipline means where I am taking the consentment agreement of my partner that yes, I'll be performing the kink activities with you. To perform kink activities, I'm taking the consentment or the agreement and I'm making a sign. D clear? BD clear? S means sadomasochism. Sadomasochism. Nishant, I'll get back to your question in my DM, please. Okay. What I was teaching? BDS. Okay. Sadomasochism. BDS. Yes, Anushka. Again, your question. Whatever you all have questions, you can write it down in my DM. You have my number. Everyone is having my number. Please do write it. S means BDS. Okay. Sadomasochism. Again, one more. Whoever there is having questions, you all can write the questions in my WhatsApp. I'm going to answer you. Clear?
Ma'am, but doesn't D stand for dominant?
Yes. No, discipline. If you are talking in the way of kink, it's discipline. That I am taking my consentment from my partner. BDS. S means submission. That I am submitting my partner. Anushka is like, हाँ मेरे को ये सब पता है. BDSM. And M means masochism. That means I am doing some dominance with my partner. I am hurting. Basically, hurting my partner. It can be spanking. It can be slapping. Anything. Clear? Okay. Anyone who is having the questions, I know it's almost time, only 9 minutes left. So you all can ask your question in WhatsApp. I'll be taking up the questions there. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed this class, learning about this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It was
Yes.
fun.
Okay. So I'll see you off in on next Saturday, that is on 2nd December. Okay. So Srishti कहाँ गया? Srishti, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Yes, I'll share the PPT. Srishti, do one thing. पहले वाला जो PPT है जहाँ पे मेरे नाम है उधर से उधर पे ले जाओ. I'll take the picture because I forgot to take the picture. Okay.
All right.
I'll give the PPT. I'll give the forms.
This slide?
Hanji, this one.
Okay.
Okay, so could I please have all on cameras? Srishti, can you take the screenshot because mobile se I can take, but laptop se I don't know how to take.
Yes, ma'am, I'll take the screenshot.
Okay, whoever can, you all can send the pictures. Taken? Yeah, Khushi is like this. Okay, I'll take this one. Okay, see you all on Sunday and next Saturday also. Saturday and Sunday both. So bye and thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very
It was
much.
something very
Thank you.
good.
Bye-bye, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, dear. Bye.